that the two celibate priests in the audience are making. I just oppose the compulsory nature of it. It's that element of compulsion that unless you are celibate you cannot become a priest.
Tom,
and it's reducing the number of priests in the world today, and that is a very serious
Only
issue.
18 were ordained in 2004. Now you're still thinking of perhaps, Tom, going into the priesthood, aren't you?
Like any ordinary Catholic man, I consider priesthood, I also consider marriage. But I have to say, Father Joe would have been a useless priest for me, because if he was married, because I see celibacy as an affirmation of the beauty of marital love, in that you can only offer a sacrifice of something good. The priest gives up something wonderful, sex and love, and he actually
not whiskey in my experience of priests.
Well, yeah, thereby he esteems the spiritual aspect of sex.
But Jesus actually only made one comment, I believe, in the Gospel of Matthew when he talked about eunuchs for the kingdom, but then he added, let those who can take it, take it. He laid it down as an option, not as a compulsory.
Well, Jesus wasn't married, and it was all right for Jesus, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Some scripture scholars say that Jesus may well have been married, so that was the norm. It was hardly worthy of mention.
And also there are different traditions of celibacy within the Church. I think it's important to make a distinction between celibacy as a monastic vocation, priests who are within monastic orders like the Benedictines or the Trappists or the Friars, the Dominicans, and the secular priests, the diocesan priests, who I think often do then end up living very lonely and arid.
Could I just say, Nick, that's exactly what I was thinking. Sorry to interrupt you, but it was just when you were talking about surveys and asking people why, and only from, you know, being a priest and talking to people, and I suspect that one of the things is, for example, when I'm teaching in the school, I'm talking to the teenagers, which is fantastic, and they say to me, and they probably say to John as well, they say, oh, don't you get lonely? It's like feeling sorry for us, that we don't have a wife, and my brother's married, and very happily so. And it's like giving something up. And the idea, we're talking about the military and maybe honour and all that kind of thing is going. Also, the concept of committing yourself entirely to somebody, whether it be...
Does your brother have children,
yes,
Stephen?
I'm taking... they both, yes, they do.
Do you not
I'm
think,
sure
wouldn't it be nice if I could have that sort of, be part of... It's part of the human condition, sexuality and relationships and marriage.
Yeah, indeed, but it's not, yes, but it's not the only one. That's all I'm saying. It's not the only one. And the fact is, like, when an 11-year-old boy...
I have quite a few Catholic friends. I used to be a Christian, a practicing Christian, and they're continually frustrated by the fact that they can't engage with a man over their problems in their marriage, as the lady said there before. You know, that how can a man who has embraced celibacy understand or even begin to understand some of the complex issues that are thrown at families. And this isn't what I'm saying, it's what my Catholic friends are telling me.
Father John.
Finding in my fairly limited experience of being celibate for 4 years or so, I've never ever come across that problem. I have given what I consider to be kind of good advice, yeah, whatever. But I found
4 years of celibacy. Before that.
Before that was in the seminary, and before that was at university in Manchester. Yeah. Right.
Sorry, you were saying something at the burqa there, Peter. I just
no. I was just saying that if Yvonne's friends didn't like the way the Catholic Church